All right, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 5 of the Biscuit Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Evan Davis, and my next guest hails from Wilmette, Illinois, where he spent the beginning parts of his career with the Chicago Mission. Now a member of the U.S. National Development Team program, this left shot defenseman racked up 18 points in 54 games and is currently committed to the University of Michigan. Please welcome Asher Barnett. Asher, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
All right, awesome, man. And how have you been lately? I know like the season just finished for you guys. So what's the next steps as you prepare on for the U18s?
Yeah, so just recently we've been doing spring training. It's like a 6 week program we stay here and do. And yeah, it's pretty hard. We work out quite a lot and skate 3 times a week. So yeah, that's what's been going on.
And I noticed you got a new shiner on that lip of yours.
Oh
What's
yeah.
the backstory?
Yeah, it happened during jujitsu. We do like twice a week and I caught a stray kick to the face, which gave me this. And
Oh,
yeah, it's happened.
you should see the other guys, what I'm hearing.
Yeah, yeah, right on.
So yeah, I just mentioned first season in the books. How do you feel your game improved overall this year?
Yeah, I think I learned a lot of new things this year, and it's been a really good year, and it's been productive, and it's been a lot of fun more than anything, just getting to know the guys and learning new things. Yeah.
And what's that adjustment like going from U15s to now the USHL where you're playing guys that are 19, 20 years old?
Yeah, it's definitely a big adjustment, a lot more physical, and skating's a lot faster. Um, Heavy forecheckers and stuff like that, bigger hits. So yeah, that's the main thing. But I think I adjusted pretty well, and it's been a lot of fun.
And what's the adjustment like moving in with the Billet family? And is there a feeling out process in those first couple of weeks?
Yeah, for sure. We're pretty lucky. We get I think it's 2 weeks or so before our first game to just get adjusted and stuff like that. So it's pretty nice. But yeah, it's pretty new. Luckily for me, Cole, another guy. I'm sure, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But we're living together, so and with our parents. So luckily, we don't have to stay with billets, which is pretty nice. We get to see our parents. But yeah, so I mean, I think it's been pretty easy. Living nice house in your own bedroom, so it's been easy for us. We're pretty lucky.
Yeah. And just how's the schedule compare between the mission and now the NTDP? Like how often are you skating just as much as you were back in Chicago?
No, that's probably the biggest change. With the Chicago Mission, we skated like 2 to 3 times a week. Um, but here it's like 2 to 3 hours a day, skating, which is a pretty big jump. But I think it's really cool and really fun, and you really see your skills start to take off.
And I've always wondered, like the U18s, when they obviously were in your position in the year prior, are they like your big brothers in a way, or like how do they welcome you into the program?
Yeah, they definitely help a lot, and they're like definitely like a big brother you look up to. They've obviously been through everything you have, so they're a voice you can lean on and you can learn from.
And with the USHL, you're traveling a lot. So what's travel like on the road with the boys?
Yeah, it's pretty fun, honestly. Bus rides can get long. We only had one sleeper bus weekend this year to Tri-City. But otherwise, yeah, you bus through the night sometimes, come home right after games and stuff like that. But it's nice. We stay in good hotels and you get a roommate, which they're pretty consistent with your roommates. And yeah, I think it's a lot of fun actually.
So who's your roommate or busmate when you're on the road?
Uh, it's Drew Shock. He's a fellow defenseman. We both like to sleep a lot, so yeah, works out well.
Do you guys go out a lot on the road, or is there any like planned activities that the program puts on for you guys just to build up the team chemistry?
That stuff definitely happened a lot at the start. For example, we went like did some team kayaking. We did a team kayaking trip. That was definitely a highlight of the year. It was really fun. And then on the road, we'll just have dinners quite uh like real frequently. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
Who's the funniest guy on the team?
Funniest guy on the team, probably another defenseman, Garrett Lindbergh, good buddy of mine. Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Did any funny stories that you want to share, or would keep those in your back pocket?
Um, Let me think. I don't know. I think maybe it'd be better if I kept those in my back pocket for the sake
Yeah.
of this going public or whatever. But
Yeah. Yeah. That's all good. It's all good. I was going to ask, any pregame routines you have or superstitions that you have before a game?
um, not necessarily. I always make sure to drink like a full bottle of like the BioSteel water before a game. That's like a thing I do. And if I don't drink it all, I feel like I won't have a good game or stuff like that. But no, I'm not a very superstitious guy. I keep the routine the same, but besides that, just keep it simple.
Is there anyone on the team that has like weird routines or superstitions? Then when you saw it, you were like, what is this guy doing?
Um, Not really. I'd say the goalies probably are the most religious
Really?
with that kind of stuff.
Usually the
But there,
goalies.
yeah, always. But there's a few weird handshakes that go on before the game, towards the back of the line that are questionable. But
So I was gonna ask, anything you like to do on an off day?
uh, yeah, definitely like to play a lot of golf. Um, I mean, yeah, that's probably the main thing. And the weather's getting nice now, so it's nice. It works out well.
Yeah, I heard from some sources that your golf game is
Uh,
not the best in the world. I was asked from one source to say, why is he always laying it up in golf?
that's uh yeah, I don't know. I guess don't want to hit it too far. Yeah, keep the arms fresh for practice the next day or something. I don't know.
So
That's all I can tell you. That's
the
all I can
top
give
golf
you.
over the summer didn't help you at all.
Yeah, oh, not much, but yeah, that was a good event though.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, just balancing school and hockey. I know obviously when the program first started, like they had guys go to an actual high school, but now you're online. What is it like, and is it hard at times to, at least keep those grades up?
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment. Online's a lot different from the school I went to last. But I think the online actually works out really well for us because we get to fit it into our day and work our way around practice and workouts and stuff like that. So it's worked well. I don't find it too challenging myself, but I like to stay ahead, like real ahead, and just get my work done as quickly as possible.
And do they have people that come to the rink and like teach you guys, or at least like navigate you through the school years?
Yeah, we have like the main proctor, Miss V, and she does everything for us. She's great at what she does. She helps us and looks over us every day and make sure we're working hard.
So maybe for someone that's interested in the program, what's a day, like an average day, look like for you? Like you wake up and then what is from sunrise to sunset? What are you doing?
Yeah, so we usually start our day at 9, I think, during the season, where we'd have academics from 9 to 10:30, and then from there we'd warm up and go on the ice from maybe 11 to 1 or 2. That includes skills and full team practice. And then maybe from 3 to 4 or 5, we have a workout depending on the day and how long it lasts. So you're ending, it's like a 9 to 5 job. You're ending your day around 5, 6. You go home, do any homework you need to catch up on, and eat dinner and just go to bed. That's the cycle.
And I mean, I glossed over the Chicago Mission stuff, but how crucial do you think it was to your development to play with those guys for as long as you did throughout your AAA years?
Yeah, I think it was really important. And I think staying there, I mean, it may sound contradictory that you stay there, don't learn new things, but I think it's quite the opposite. You learning new things every day and staying with the guys you've been with, you get to know each other well and work on your weaknesses well.
So I noticed that Adrian Aucoin's son also played with you guys as well, and he was a defenseman in the NHL. Did Adrian ever come by during practices to help out the defensemen specifically?
Oh yeah, like every day, basically. He was the main mentor for me throughout my Chicago Mission years for sure.
And did he give you any advice that you still hold on to as you now continue with the program and then, eventually into your college career?
Yeah, I'd say there's hundreds of things he taught me on the ice. Um, that yeah, they're a big staple in my game today.
So, and mentioned you committed to the University of Michigan. Why Michigan? And were there any other schools that you were like heavily considering, like maybe going back and forth between?
Yeah, I think the final decision was between Notre Dame and Michigan. Michigan had a lot of had I had my eyes on them as they're obviously the best in everything they do, and my mother went there too, along with my grandmother. So a lot of family that's gone there, and it's close to home, and it was a no-brainer really for me.
And I saw you went to the Michigan Ohio State game. I mean, those are always like the infamous games at
Yeah.
Michigan. What was that experience like? And was that something Michigan sent you guys to, or that was just you went on your own?
I think we ended up going on our own on that one, just because it was such a packed game. Like everyone wanted to get to that thing. But the seats we had were unreal, and we were like right next to the players. It was probably the craziest sports game I've ever been to. It was actually my first college football game, so it was unreal. And we stormed the field after,
And I'm
and
sure that
saw the
kind of,
players. Oh
that
my
just
God,
like
it was
sealed it
just
for you.
yeah, it was crazy.
And when you were on your did you visit University of Michigan? I'm assuming, obviously, before making your decision. What I've been to that campus too. It's incredible. I wish I went there, but what was that experience like for you? Just seeing the facilities. I mean, that rink, Yost, is one of the nicest college arenas I've ever seen. So, what was that
Mhm.
experience like for you?
Yeah, it's just pretty surreal. I've been there a couple times when I was younger, and now you really see you get an opportunity to play there, and it's like wow, like see your dreams starting to come true a little bit. But yeah, the campus is just unreal, and the people there, everyone's so nice and such big Michigan fans, and the brand is so big that it's like it's awesome. It's like heaven.
Yeah, they bleed blue there. And I was going to ask, like,
Yeah.
obviously a lot of guys from the NTDP go to Michigan. So did any of the current Michigan players reach out to you and like, send you a message or even give you advice along the way?
Yeah, we on I know one visit we had like a lot of the former national team players like Jacob Truscott and Rucker McGroarty showed me around, and those guys were obviously national team players, and they kind of told us what the transition's like and what it's like there, and showed us all around campus and their hangout spots, and yeah, it was really cool.
So infamous on that Michigan TikTok is that illustrious protein shake room. So I got
Oh
to
yeah.
ask, what do you put in your protein shake? And am I going to see a cameo on the Michigan TikTok account once you get there?
Yeah, you probably will see me on there, hopefully. See me making a shake on there. Keep it pretty simple. We're on like some pretty big shakes right now, trying to gain weight. So I put protein, carbo gain, creatine, and glutamine in my shakes. So
My
just the
boy.
powders. Yeah, no fruit or anything, just straight water and powder.
It's gonna get a lot of comments on their upcoming TikTok. But
Uh-oh.
I got so you got your boy Will Horkoff committing yesterday
Yeah.
to Michigan. What was that like? And does he talk to you guys? Like I know you and obviously Cole committed a little bit earlier. Was he talking to you throughout his process? Because he kind of committed a little bit later than what we've seen.
Yeah, so yeah, it was obviously great for him. We were so pumped when that happened. Because we didn't really see it coming that much. He kept it to like five schools and wasn't very vocal about it. Didn't talk about it much. But then just the other day, yesterday, he told me, and I was like, oh my God, I freaked out. I was like, that's unreal. That's awesome. So yeah, just really excited for him.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know if he would like chat with you guys because I've noticed like the
Mhm.
guys kind of go in bunches where it's like 4 or 5 guys will go here, a couple here. I didn't know what that conversation was like, but that's also just so cool. And what do you think that experience is going to be like? The three of you now get to carry on from here, and you'll eventually be Wolverines. So, what's that excitement like?
Yeah, Cole and I have obviously played with each other for like past 7 years, and we've always been competing against Will. So we've all known each other for so long now, and now we're on the same team, and we're gonna be on the same team for a long time now, and I think it's just really exciting. Obviously we have great bonds, so just continue building.
was gonna ask, who do you model your game after?
Uh, Two defensemen, Zach Werenski and Jake Sanderson.
And Zach Werenski, you got a Michigan Blue in there as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah.
And in a perfect world, I gotta ask, what team would you most want to be drafted by and why?
Probably the Detroit Red Wings, and coming from Chicago guys, not what you'd probably like to hear, but I don't know. I think I've always liked him. Pavel Datsyuk was always my favorite player, and he was a Detroit Red Wing. And then obviously coming here and playing in Michigan, got to root for Detroit. But yeah, my mother's from Michigan, so she was a big hockey fan and huge Red Wing fan, and she just sort of got me into it.
So you're texting Will's dad to check the scouting report from a couple of years
Oh
from
yeah.
now, just to just in case your name pops up there, you can make sure to
Hopefully.
put a dot next to that. But
Yeah.
just to as we wrap up a little bit here, you're with CA Hockey, you're repping the merch right now. Why them,
Oh
as
yeah.
they help advise you throughout your junior career and eventually into your college career and then hopefully an NHL career?
Yeah, I think they have the most experienced people that are always happy to help and always reaching out, which is crucial and it's the best. They offer so many different things and are always have like if you need anything, they're always there to help for literally anything.
And like Jim Hughes is obviously a huge proponent of CA hockey, and he's developed two great defensemen in Luke and Quinn Hughes. Obviously, Quinn went to Michigan. I'm sorry, both of them went to Michigan. My
Yeah.
apologies. But do you ever talk to Jim? On a week to week or at least like some sort of basis, just as you yourself being a defenseman, is he giving you any advice?
Yeah. He comes to a lot of the games, whether it's the 18s playing or we're playing. Just I think he lives close, so it's convenient. And whenever I see him, he'll talk to me and tell me, ask me how the season's going and tell me tips. And I'm sure it's the same thing he told Quinn and Luke. So it's pretty cool to hear things from a guy like that.
Does he keep it real with you, like a no BS guy? Like if he sees something, he's calling it out?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Do you have any like stories of when he like ripped into you and you were kind of like taken back for a second of like, whoa, what just happened?
Um, Not really, which I'm pretty fortunate from, but yeah, there's definitely been times where like you get close face to face with him and he's right in your face and he'll talk to you about like how what he wants to see and how he thinks you should play, and he's very clear. I mean, you get the message after.
Yeah, I mean, in the years that I've seen him, I've never met a scarier coach, and I've never
Yeah.
found an understanding for how his kids have been so successful, in the
Yeah.
NHL. But I guess just to, maybe one more rapid fire question here. Will or Cole, who would you rather have as your roommate at Michigan?
Oh boy. This is gonna cause some backfire. Um, I don't know. I've never really had, or I guess at the MTP 40 man, Will and I were roommates. Um, we were pretty dialed, so but I mean I live with Cole here, so he's a good roommate too. I don't know. I'd say both if I could. I don't want to choose names here, or else like I'm gonna get sucker punched in the face tomorrow. Should I hear this?
Oh,
But
what's one more bruise on the lip? You already got.
yeah, come on.
All right. Well, I appreciate the time, Asher. Good luck. Obviously, you got U18s, and I appreciate you for choosing Michigan. You know how to make me happy all the time, and
Oh yeah,
that's probably why you chose that school. I was in the back of your head. I've recruited like
yeah,
half
that's
you
right.
guys to Michigan. So, thank you. Appreciate it. Good luck, obviously, in the future, and I'll definitely try to find a way to go to Michigan to see
Oh yeah.
everyone there now that everyone's decided to go. So,
Hmm.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Diesel. This was fun.
All right. See you, man.
All right, see you soon. Bye.